Today's our day off, Sunday, and we decided to go down to the Discovery Park here in Mackinaw. We're taking our bikes and we're going to take you along for the ride.
Turn it.
Probably not enough water pressure to turn them, you think?
Yeah.
Straits area. So the very first European to ever explore the Straits of Mackinaw was a Frenchman. His name was Nicolet. Back in the early 1630s, Nicolet sailed a birch bark canoe through the Straits of Mackinaw in search for the Northwest Passage to China. Now, I really wish I could have seen the look on his face when he found Wisconsin. But as a result of his trip, the French would then kick off the North American fur trade. And because of the fur trade, they wanted to maintain a presence in this area. So by 1680, the French had built Fort de Baude just over in St. Ignace. They would man that fort for about 20 years. Then they took off down to Detroit for a little bit. But by 1715, the French were back here in the north, building Fort Michilimackinac over there in Mackinaw City. Now Michilimackinac would remain a French outpost until about 1760. This would see the end of what we call the French and Indian War. Now unfortunately for the French, the English won that conflict, and this entire area is now under British control. God save the king and what have you. So the British would hang out at Michilimackinac, and they would reap the benefits of the fur trade, live in relative peace for a few years, but the peace is not going to last. Because in the 1770s, another war breaks out. This time it is the War of Independence. Now, how many of you guys have been to Michilimackinac? Down that trough out there called the sluice. Now that sluice will run underneath the mill and drops off right about here into a box called the water crib. The dimensions for the water crib are 4 feet by 5 feet by about 10 feet deep. It holds just shy of 1,500 gallons of water. Now all of that water is in fact needed just to get the saw blade started. Now once the blade is going, physics takes over. The 10-foot drop of the water into the crib is actually enough to keep everything moving. God bless you, Sir Isaac Newton. Now, physics. Now when I spin the wheel here, the wheel will use ropes and pulls to open up a door on the bottom of the water crib, which then allows all of that water to slam into the paddles of the flutter wheel. That's that really big riverboat thing you guys passed coming up from the visitor center. Now connected to the flutter wheel is a pole that comes up to the bottom of the frame.
The bald eagle is no longer an endangered species. One of the most popular plants in this part, it seems. This is what Chris does all day long. He goes around and kills poison ivy.
Search and destroy.